I mean, I'm looking ultimately to settle down with someone. Marriage is something that I would like, but I don't necessarily want to have kids, and I'm not a religious person. So, as long as I had like a commitment, like, I just want the relationship. I want the dynamic, you know? I'm spoken for, but I'm not technically, but I'm technically, I guess I'm technically single. I'm in a talking phase with somebody. I'm not, I'm not rushing to establishing the commitment. We just met for the first time in person, like within the past like week and a half.
How about Rosie? Not only has told this new guy about her channel, which I understand, you want to talk about maybe your hobbies or things that you do, no problem. Baby, she has linked this new boyfriend to her channel and said that there may be a possibility he starts like writing in chat. She told him, hey, if you drop by, let me know. Why the would you introduce this new person to your platform so early or at all? You can be a creator on the platform and have your partner be no part of your platform. And Rosie used to be a viewer of this platform, like this corner of the internet. There's things that have showed up to Rosie's home. Like, she knows better. This dude might write in your chat. And here's the thing. I know nothing about this man. I'm not technically alleging anything. But let's remember, whoever it is, whether it be Rosie or her mom, already did a background check on this dude. And I don't know what it is that came up. He types in that chat, all somebody got to do, because let's be real, if you've been on the internet long enough, it don't take much. If that handle leads to something, say on Reddit or another forum, or he into some other shit, bitch, you sure you want to introduce this one? Or anyone? When I heard her say that, I said, are you dumb? There are like CIA agents, federals, that are within viewership that find the craziest shit. You must be real confident in someone you just met and just, even if you're not sexually active like that, if someone just happens to, you know, tickle your clit for a second, don't lose your mind. Use your brain. Your time to lose your mind was that night. Do not lose your mind and have you doing some dumb shit. You know nothing about this man. Not a thing. Oh, he might write in chat. Good luck. You're dumb.
I I had a great time outside of the internet, but the internet's been shit at me the past few days. Oh, Lord. I had already mentioned in the past like about the mugshot thing, and I already know that story. That story's not coming on the internet. If you know his identity and you know the charges, but you don't know the story. It's not your business to know the story. To the haters, to the people digging around, it's not your business. And the people that support me know it's not their business either. And non-violent, of a certain nature types of crimes can have different stories and different circumstances, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to explain those comments, even though it's nobody's business, because the nature of the accusations are so severe. And you guys know my story and how serious I am when it comes to things like child exploitation and children's safety and things like that. I don't play. Someone wrote a false accusation against him that had never met him, whose daughter had never met him, because this man was married and was trying to like get with someone he was related to. And so this person went online and was spreading lies about multiple people, including people associated with that family member. So if you read the context and like some of the responses back in those messages, that accusation is completely unfounded. There's no legal anything. I encourage anyone with any proof there's actually someone who was harmed, any proof that anything occurred, any proof that they actually knew each other, to take that to the authorities and handle it through the authorities if a crime occurred. Because I'm very firm in the fact that nothing happened. We just met for the first time in person, like within the past week and a half. And it was all fabricated. And this is all something that's being blown out of proportion by people that don't like me because they are desperate to create a Tommy 2.0 situation for Girl World. They are desperate to find his flaws and to figure out a way to make this not work. They are desperate, and I will not let them interfere in my real life. If I'm wrong, if something happened, if there's anything going on that front, please report it, because then I shouldn't be associated with that person. But I know the back end. I know stuff that I'm not sharing on here. We just met for the first time in person, like within the past week and a half. So that's where I'm leaving that. That's where I stand on that, because I would not have come on to that live this morning acting like it was all a stupid joke had I known those comments were there. I want to make that very clear. I can't stop thinking about the fact that, like, as this came out, one of the first things I ever saw about it was a tweet from a girl who was mad that she was single and I was, quote, booed up. And then someone responded, well, if it makes you feel any better, they're not actually together. They're just friends with benefits, and she's playing it up. And again, I'm some of y'all are so pressed. Like, wow, yeah, they're absolutely doing this out of jealousy. That's so embarrassing, isn't it, though? Like, I know you're miserable because you're spending your time doing that. If you had someone you enjoyed being around, you wouldn't be spending your time doing that. I'm ready to move on, so the chat can move on with me, or we can time out for the day, because I'm done. I've said what I said. Everyone has a story in their own. Nobody is perfect. How about we give some grace for things we know absolutely nothing about? Yep. Because I'm not joking. If I was lied to, which I don't think I was, but if I was, and there was a real victim in a real crime, then there needs to be a real police report and a real arrest warrant. That's what I'm sticking to for that. So. Or I would just like to speak to the person and get some confirmation that I was lied to. Honestly, that would be enough for me. Because, yeah, I don't play with that shit. I love how the haters are probably watching and seeing you unbothered, lol. Yeah, because I'm not going to let them affect me. I have a really good feeling about this guy. But exactly, Rosie has standards, y'all. I really do. And a lot of people watching me right now don't think that I deserve to hold a standard to myself, because they won't hold themselves to a similar standard, because they're so desperate to be picked and desperate for a man.
My lack of self-awareness.
Honestly, I haven't talked to her about a lot of these newest developments because I was over at his place. My mom and I don't talk every single day. Sometimes we talk more than others, but I'm gonna tell her stuff I won't tell the internet. So, does your mom feel comfortable enough yet to let him into y'all's house? When I talked to my mom about that, she basically made it clear that conversation is not going to be reevaluated for a hot minute. So I respect that. I'll bring it up to her once time has passed. You know. We listen and we judge. The internet in a nutshell. The internet in a nutshell.
Yo, Chow, this P. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Now I don't mean to sound rude, baby, it hurts or nothing. I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some work with her. See, got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with Twerk with some pop, 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 with some twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, 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 twerk, pop, pop, pop. Bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Around and stick your booty out, 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 stick your booty out, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. Walk with it, now work, 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 walk with it, now work. Your booty out, now work, walk with it, 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 now work, walk with it.
Hello, guys. Damn. Let me just get started. To anyone watching in real time, thank you so much. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate you so much. You know, from time to time, I like to point out when people in this space say things that don't age well, and sometimes that applies to me. Literally in my last stream on Rosie, I said, she reminds me of so much. A little bit of Amber, a little bit of Chantel, but she doesn't come with the dark cloud, you know? She doesn't come with like the bigotry, the background in abuse, like the abusive behavior. She doesn't come with the accusations. And then the other day happened. I was just like, okay. Well, children are still a topic in this space for whatever reason. They're still a fucking topic. Rosie's an idiot. Rosie has nothing to do with this man's past. Rosie is not in control of this man's past or really anything that he's accused of, anything that he's done, any of that. Rosie is in control of how she chooses to respond. And I said, I know you fucking lying. And I want to say this off top. What is in this guy's background, like his actual criminal background, is not the same thing that he was accused of. Those are two separate things. The reason Rosie's mom doesn't want him going in their home doesn't have to do with this very new topic. I don't know what the theft was or whatever, but there's something there that's not that old. Honestly, it's a bit recent, but those are two separate things. And I want to be clear, this was an accusation. That accusation would still be enough for me to dip. I met you 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Yeah, that's nothing. I'm gone. Baby, I don't give a fuck how great this Jeff guy is fucking her on that twin-size mattress on the floor at his parents' house. It ain't that serious. If I was her, I would dip. But we're gonna all do what we want to, because ain't no fucking way. She's going this hard for someone she met 2 weeks ago. Someone your parents aren't even comfortable being in their home. Mind you, her parents are overseas. Her mom said, fuck no. This other thing, he won't be entering our home. We're going to get into all of that. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I want to actually remember to close the poll out because I tend to forget. And I think she used to call him, before all this information started surfacing, I think she used to call him Blue Bear or some shit like that, but she's now calling him by his name, which is Jeff. So if you hear me say Jeff, that's Rosie's boo. So for the poll, there was 691 votes. How long until Rosie's boo makes an appearance on her channel? 25% said 1 week, 12% said 2 weeks, 10% said by Vlogmas, and I guess no one, oh, just kidding. 51% said this won't last. I completely skipped over that. I don't think this will last either. I genuinely don't think this will last. And for her own sake, I hope it doesn't. Now, there's a lot of things surfacing, and I'm listening closely to see what Rosie is confirming so I can give an opinion off of that. There are certain things Rosie hasn't confirmed that I've caught that I could clip. So there's certain contexts I will be leaving out. I have seen certain things, seen certain conversations, but I kind of need her to say it just because then that isn't really public. But the people that this Jeff guy has been around or continues to be around have checkered past as well. Once I hear CSA, I'm out. I'm gone. There's nothing really to talk about. And before I get to the chat and the support, I want to make sure I make this clear as well. Not everything is reported. Rosie's not stupid. At least not that stupid, because she was stupid to sit on her platform and say half the things that she said. Not everything is reported, especially when it comes to CSA. She knows this. So this idea that, oh, I need to see a report, or when she said she would like to speak to the alleged victim, bitch, are you dumb? And who are you? You would like to speak and have what kind of conversation exactly? I would love to hear in what direction do you think this conversation with a bitch that Jeff has known for 2 weeks, well, what direction is this conversation supposed to go exactly? Like, I don't, it's just like, girl, you were a big back bitch rolling around in a chair in your kitchen, eating, floating in your swimming pool from time to time. Why are we here? And as crazy as it sounds, I actually expected a bit more from Rosie, especially with how she addressed it. That's why I was just like, what the fuck is this? But here we are. Rugby, we're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over the stream where Rosie addressed the new accusations that were, at least it doesn't sound like it's new, but newly surfaced accusation against her boo Jeff. This is alleged. He hasn't been convicted of anything, as if that is supposed to matter, but it's just her response was very shocking. I was just like, yeah, you're really one of those. You're one of those. Got it. You are one of those. Let me get to this and then we're going to get right into it because, wow, this bitch is dumb. This bitch is so dumb. Hannah, welcome to the Gold Cluster, boo. I appreciate you. Get comfortable, honey. Cappuccino, I love you, Beyonce's cousin. my golden nugget tall. My gold nugget tall creator. Thank you. Thank you. You know what's so crazy? Speaking of tall, I just heard Rosie say it the other day. She's 5'6". I don't know why I thought Rosie was like 5'10". She's very well, she looks tall, like really tall to me. Rosie's 5'6". For those who don't know and those wondering, I heard her say it the other day. I was like, oh shit. At least 5'9". I was at least giving her 5'9", but yeah. Fauntleroy, thank you so much for the super chat, boo. Charlotte, I know that your hold on. I know that your first time ever being wrong about about anything ever must be hard for you, but you will get through this, I promise. No, Font, when I tell you I felt so dumb, literally like 2 streams ago, I was just like, I've been hyping Rosie up to other people, like her content. Like Rosie's problematic, yes, but Rosie in a weird way represents a time before these last like 2 to 3 years in this space. So I literally have been hyping her up like, yo, this is old school Amber. This is old school Chantel, like in the villa, like really hyping her up. And then this came out, and then her response, I said, okay, all right, this is why you don't root for these bitches. And thank you again, Fauntleroy. Danny, thank you so much, boo. Doing my makeup for work and listening along. Rosie, the melted cow. Also, this blue and gold looks chef kiss, gorgeous. Thank you. Now, here's the crazy thing. I mix a few different palettes. That's why I don't have them, because I would have to really have a few things here. But Milk Tea posted a palette on Twitter that has me in a chokehold. A viewer tagged me because they know I really like Milk Tea's recommendations. Milk Tea posted the palette. God knew to not allow me to cross that post. A viewer tagged me. And now I have about 4 of their palettes in a cart sitting currently. And I just wanted to find some of those colors from the palette that she posted. So I had to go through like different palettes of mine to even get close to that color. When you guys talk about my makeup or compliment me, thank you so much. But when I tell y'all Milk Tea really does, she really does. She knows her shit. She knows her shit. And now I got like 4 palettes in my cart from that. The brand she posted, and I'm just like, oh, Milk Tea, log off. You're not good for my budget. Like, you're not good for my budget. But Milk Tea, if you ever see this, all jokes, I appreciate you. Keep doing your thing. But low-key, you're really not good for my budget. You're really not. Moonface Pondu, thank you for 11 months. Ain't no piece of ass worth it. None. None. And he's still going to stick around himself. And here's the other thing. We're going to get to this. She's talking about, oh, if you find this or if you find that, you know, haven't sent over here. So you're kind of actually directing people to keep digging. Like, Rosie's not new to this space. So it's just like, you dumb. I didn't imagine her being this stupid, but again, you can't root for these clowns. Sweary, thank you so much, boo. Happy payday, Lil Sis. Thank you, boo. Thank you for being here. Oh my God. And I just want to say this off top. Originally, I was supposed to go live and cover her Get Ready With Me. I'll do that tomorrow because the bullshit that Chantel did the other day on her channel with that little girl, I said, oh, I'm going to have to pause on this bitch for a minute and let's go to the palette cleanser. In my mind, the palette cleanser, which is Rosie. So I edit the Get Ready With Me, ready to go, and then boom, she does this. I said, oh, not the palette cleanser. Got it. So when it comes to Get Ready With Me, I already have it all edited and done. We'll go over that tomorrow. That's the Get Ready With Me she did for them to go on their like first official like date. Her first official date with Jeff and his parents. But we'll get into that tomorrow. Shadow, thank you. Rosie was giving very Chantel Natter era vibes. Yeah. You see I'm happy I didn't have to say it, even though it's in the title, but you get it? Even though Rosie wasn't necessarily bashing this alleged victim like Chantel did with May. It's just like, girl, do you hear yourself? Maybe she didn't hear herself back, but it's just like, here we are. Salty Blonde, thank you so much for the super chat. Anytime the girls have anyone non-obese interested in them, they immediately are ride or die. Immediately. Mind you, this dude is kind of like, let's just keep going. Matt, much love to you, Charlie, and the the cluster fuckers. Period. Listen, we have another name. We have to, adapt as these names fly our way, no matter how much these names are struggles. Because for those who don't know, what did she call me? Chuckle fuck? Yeah. FFG calls me chuckle fuck. So we're the cluster fuckers. God, I would hate me too. Anal sneezes Jesus. Thank you for 6 months. It's okay. We know you too short and can't see the keyboard. You know what? Anal sneezes Jesus. I'm gonna send you the mod for a Rosie. How about that? Could you imagine? Could you imagine modding her fucking chat? Oh, and I do see the current stream going on, and I'm just like, what's happening? My name Bennett. I ain't in it. Yeah, have fun with that. Lindsay, she said she was stealing Amber's crown. Here we go. You remember that too, right? You remember when she wanted that attention so bad. Here we are, Rosie. I at least thought she'd just give us. Rosie was supposed to give us fat bitch in front of shrimp rings. For those who follow me on Twitter, I posted a clip of her eating her fettuccine alfredo from last night, barely breathing in between inhaling all that pasta. That's what it's giving. That's what Rosie was supposed to give. And that's what she can still give, but it's just like, this dude can't come around. He's a chop. He can't come around. Do I believe Rosie's going to stop talking to this dude? No. But as far as content being around here, that's a chop. That's a chop. If Rosie wants to see what it's like to really lean in to a hate following by bringing someone with those type of accusations into a space like this, good luck to you, bitch. Good luck to you. Cyberspace, thank you. Spent my day eating BK with my fam and lost my workout. Needed the fatties and shorties. You only count as a shorty. I'm both. We got to be realistic. I'm both, but I appreciate you. To remember, I could make worse decisions in life. Yeah, and let me show you how you could really, really make a bad decision by going through this. But I appreciate you so much. And remember, I'm both fatty and shorty, technically. I just one day want y'all to believe that I'm 5'8". I really do. Oh, and also before we get into it, I have a bit of a surprise that I hope you guys enjoy. I did slightly create a new break that includes more characters. I'm going to tweak it. I will make it better. It's just, I went with the ideas that I had in the moment, but I believe you guys will enjoy it. I believe so. Nikki P, hey boo. Thank you for the super sticker, boo. I appreciate you. Okay, let's get into Rosie's stream from the other day when she was caping for this man as if her life depended on it. I want to remind y'all, Rosie met this man 2 weeks ago, and the main attraction is getting fucked on a twin-size bed on the floor at his parents' house. She's going hard, this hard, for a man she met 2 weeks ago. Go ahead, Rosie, take it away.
Y'all been requesting horizontal, and I feel like today's the perfect day to experiment with this. Hello. Hi everyone. Hello. It's been an interesting few days. I liked vertical better in my opinion, but I'm glad you're live anyways. Thank you. I get a lot of shit for the vertical live, so and also with the nature of the stuff that I'm gonna end up having to cover in this fucking live, I have some shit to explain and talk.
I want to actually talk about this right here. The reason she's mentioning the difference between vertical and horizontal. For those who don't know, the algorithm is very different when you are streaming vertically versus horizontally. That's why you'll notice with vertical live streams, at least for Rosie, even with Amber, the views are a lot higher. They get pushed to a broader audience, and sometimes that audience actually includes kids. Well, they always include kids for the most part. Now, I find it interesting that Rosie knew to go horizontal with this stream, especially based on the topic that she'd be covering with the accusations. But when she's pretty much doing her feeder content and doing the fuck shit that she does sometimes, she goes back to vertical, knowing what kind of viewership that attracts. And that's actually one of the criticisms that Rosie gets, because she knows with the vertical what happens. And I don't think she sets a certain setting to make sure that her viewership isn't so high, but it's Rosie. She wants this to be her full-time job. She wants to get as many views as possible. And when people bring it up, she plays stupid. But she knew to be horizontal for this. And let me tell you, in real time, the views looked nothing like they used to with the vertical. So it's like she knows better, but plays stupid. Sounds like Amberlynn and Chantel.
Talk about, and I have some shit to talk to. I had a great time outside of the internet, but the internet's been shitty to me the past few days. Lord. Regarding what? Well, I tried to go live earlier this morning, but the connection wasn't good. So I don't know how much y'all heard what we talked about, but he was doxxed. And then there's
Now, when it comes to the stream here, this was in the morning. The one we're watching with the orange top is in the evening. So originally, Rosie went live in the morning to like laugh at haters and people who are jealous of her, some shit, because she thought the big conversation was around a past, I think, social media account that Jeff had that had corn star or something in it. So she's just sitting up here, chest fat, all up in the fucking camera, laughing at haters, people who are jealous of her. So if you see me on Twitter, like putting up a picture of Rosie, like saying viewers are so jealous and y'all could never, like, I'm paraphrasing her. Like, I'm just laughing at this bitch thinking that there's a whole bunch of people out here just jealous of her finding love and stuff. So she went live that morning to laugh, not realizing there were actually other things that were being surfaced. So this didn't age well at all.
some like seriously hardcore crackpot theories going around, and accusations that are
And I just want to be clear, if I have to look at her chest fat, you do as well. Why is it always on? I don't know. And let's be clear, my boobs are far from small. They're huge. For some reason, she can't tame her chest fat. I don't know why.
so defamatory, out of pocket, disgusting, that it's like almost funny because it's so stupid that they're trying to spin a narrative that he's this bad guy because he had an Instagram account where, as a joke, like it's not even his current one. Like it's not even his current one. But like from when he was younger, as a joke, he had the word corn star in his bio, and apparently that makes him a creep. And apparently, like it's a big deal that he likes Victoria Justice or so. Like I was being told like the narrative that was being spun, and I started cackling because they're trying so hard to like ruin this for me or like fuck this up in some way.
You know, Rosie didn't have to actually try to introduce Jeff to her platform. I follow lifestyle creators who actually have never had their spouses on their platform. One of my favorite creators, her name is Aaliyah's Face. She's grown a lot over the years. I've been following her since she was doing makeup. And you can offer me $100,000 to point out a tattoo this man would have, or just point him out in a lineup. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. She's been with her man for years. I heard his voice, I think like once or twice in a video, and she even stopped doing that because there was speculation just off of his voice. That was probably like a 10-second clip. And her viewership would probably grow massively if she did place him in her content, but she's always made it clear, like, I'm enough. I'm not bringing my relationship into this. I want to keep my relationship. He's a very successful person. I generally don't know what he does, but I have never seen her man, like ever. Following her for years, couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. And it causes speculation because she's such a gorgeous, successful creator. It's just like, why not? Like, there's people who just that nosy. And she stood firm in that. Like, my man will never be part of my content. That will never be part of my platform. So even as a lifestyle creator, you don't have to have your partner, potential partner, someone who's fucking you on the floor, part of your content. You really don't.
That I actually like I'm embarrassed for them. Honestly. It's embarrassing. So I'm just gonna say it here for the people that, like, in case they missed it. The guy that I'm talking to was like doxxed. First it was just like a photo release, and then this just fucking loser made a 2-hour video where they used a fucking chart. And I actually ended up seeing the photo because somebody tagged me in a community post.
So when Rosie says Rosie, I'm going to be clear. Rosie's entitled to her opinions. If she criticizes me, other creator who cover her, entitled to that. It's just the lack of self-awareness when it comes to Rosie calling anyone a loser. But you're unemployed because you lost your work from home position. You're with someone who sounds like a bum himself. His background is not the best. These accusations, bitch. 2 unemployed bums fucking on a floor mattress while his parents are in the next room. So when we say loser, I want us to really think about this. Again, she's entitled to her opinion, but I just really want you to really think about it when you say loser. Samantha Jean, thank you for 29 months. Rosie told us her and her mom did a deep dive on him and found his charges. They had to have found his muggy on Facebook and seen that comment too. Thank you for 29 months. And yeah, I think she did know. I think she did. I think she just didn't care. That's the thing. I think she didn't care. And Rosie probably just didn't think that comment would surface, knowing what space she's in. And we'll see here. She claimed in this moment she hadn't talked to her mom about the new accusations, but her mom already don't want him in the house with the current stuff that he was, charged for. Jeff ain't never getting in that house. And Rosie wants more than anything for this to work out. Because now Rosie's on this type of shit. She's on some, the internet's not going to ruin this for me. This going to work out no matter what. You know that what Chantel kind of did with Salah, like, this is going to work out. You guys are not going to get to throw this in my face. You're not going to be able to say you were right. That's what wave Rosie's on right now. And it's okay to be like, yo, this surfaced. This is a lot to deal with. So I'm a dip. So for the people who dug this shit up, like, whatever, pat on the back, but I'm a dip on him because I don't want this nowhere near me, especially due to my past. But Rosie's on some, they're not going to see me sweat. They want to see me bothered. The fact that you're not bothered is part of the problem. The fact that you're caping so much for this man that you met 2 weeks ago is part of the problem, stupid. Like, I don't get how she hasn't connected that. And again, Sam, thank you for 29 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sugar, hold on. Not the welfare fund. Hold on. Ready, set, EBTs. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much for joining Welfare Fun. And again, y'all, tomorrow it will be a lot lighter. It won't be this because we're gonna watch her do her makeup, and then I already know what stream I'm doing after that. But yeah, Jeff needs to stay away from YouTube as a whole. Rosie needs to stay away from Jeff and his really weird ass family and associates. That's all I'll say. I can't elaborate on that.
So I saw it against my will. Please don't tag me and shit like that. Thank you. Share it if you must, but don't directly tag me. I don't want to see that shit. And I saw the amount of views and I was like, oh, I feel a little bit better about this actually.
Rosie, shut up. So she's talking about a video that is talking about Jeff and it doesn't have a lot of views. You discussing it is gonna send people to search for it. Be smarter. Be a lot smarter.
The views are very low. When I went live this morning, there was a...
Okay, I have a question before I put this. Actually, whatever. If I get criticized for this, I get criticized for this. Can someone please find me the clip where she talked about it? I know she slept with Jeff's sister as well, but I need to find the clip where she discussed it. Because I like to have those receipts just in case it's like, oh, you're talking about something I didn't talk about. I know Rosie talked about it. I just need the receipt. So for those who don't know, Rosie like did a threesome or whatever with, I think it was Jeff and his sister. Listen, I don't get it. Whatever. I don't get it. But I just need the clip. I just need the clip. And I just want to be clear. I'm not judging Rosie for having threesomes or whatever. Like, do your thing. Do your thing. I'm not fucking you and your sibling, though. I'm not fucking multiple people in the family. I'm not doing that. I just need the clip. The problem is Rosie streams for like sometimes 5, 6, 8 hours a day. Oh, sorry. It was his sister and his sister's boyfriend. Let me rephrase that. Sorry. It was his sister. She fucked his... Oh, yeah, because she's fucking him now. They're the ones who introduced her to him. Okay, let me clarify that. Rosie fucked Jeff's sister and his sister and the boyfriend. They introduced Rosie to now Jeff. I don't know why they did that, but yeah. So at one point, she technically did fuck Jeff's sister. Yeah, I just want to clarify. Let me repeat. Rosie, the threesome was between Jeff's sister and her boyfriend. They introduced Jeff, so now Rosie's fucking Jeff and looking for a future with Jeff. I really don't know how these Thanksgiving meals would go, like the family gatherings, the cookouts and stuff. Like I literally fucked your sister, but I don't know. I don't know.
Piece of information I did not know, and then when I found out, I handled it and I got all the appropriate information that I need to know the truth.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize this again because I literally said the wrong thing. She did not fuck the siblings at the same time, but she has fucked them both. Yes. If she is to be believed, yeah. So I don't want you... I said that wrong. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of fucking. I will say this big bitch fuck a lot. A lot.
Of what actually is going on. And yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where to start, to be real with you, but at some point I do need to cook because I have 3. I didn't think of this through before I left to go hang out with him. What I meant to say is the next day after they leaked the photo, they leaked his like government name. So we're just kind of tossing the whole like nickname thing out of the door. His name's Jeff, so I'm just gonna call him Jeff. Like if the internet knows, the internet knows. So we can just call him Jeff.
It's Jeff. Yeah, because I think before it was Blue Bear or some shit like that. But yes, it is Jeff. It is absolutely Jeff. And that makes me so happy because I hate the nicknames and shit. Yaba, welcome to the Go Cluster. Welcome. And yeah, but you better tap in. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I know this topic is like a lot, but I promise you the other shit, it's way better. I be in the morning support groups. I would love to see Rosie. Obviously, you grown, do what you want, clearly. But please, I'm begging. Please. And welcome.
What's his name? And there's just people that are, it really is stalking. Not yet, because I don't want to share him like on my platforms unless we're official.
And that's all she cares about is being official. And I'm going to give you a bit of example from like a personal perspective, but let me thank you, Yaba, for the gifted members. To the new members, welcome. And remember, if you're Supreme or higher, you get access to the Discord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Queen Red, welcome. I just want to make sure I get Queen Red, you are Supreme, so you have access to the Discord. Thank you, y'all. Now, when it comes to this whole topic here, right? Oh, we need to be official for him to be part of the platform. I actually, personally, I find it a bit of a turnoff if I'm talking to anyone, no matter the direction it's going, and they want to be a part of my platform. I actually think that's weird. I genuinely think that's weird. So I guess people are different, but this dude does seem very interested in her platform. And Rosie, in my opinion, is probably the type to hype up her popularity and lead with that. So I could see this going left for so many different reasons, not just because of the accusations. I could see it going left for many reasons. And what Rosie wants is that title. Let's be very clear. She wants that bad. And she calls others desperate.
So I'm not having that conversation until then. But we're good. By the way, hold on, pause. Just to let my supporters know, like, him and I, we're solid. He's been fantastic about it. And I think I said it this morning, like, when I kind of brought everything up to him and told him everything that was going on. I was, like, checking in with him. And he was like, hey, or no, I was like,
hold on. Rosie, stop talking about your criminal boyfriend. Actually, fuck buddy. Zach, I know you didn't ask, but I'm tapping in. I hope you do. Zach, it would make my day. It would make my day. You grown, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but please tap in her ass, please. Thank you. Zach's here. Feels good. See, we got Rosie acting, well, not in this stream. You know, Rosie giving old school. We got Zach, we got Yaba. It's just, ain't this giving like 2019, y'all? It's giving 2019. I just need Jeff to stay away. Just stay away, Jeff. We deserve this. We made it through fucking Natter. We made it through Kuwait. We made it through so many different things with Amber. We deserve this. Just a nice, problematic palate cleanser that eats a shit ton of food in her kitchen, being a bum, without a job, with the inability to use her knees. Like, this is what we deserve. Jeff, stay the fuck away, weirdo.
what did I say? Let me think. I'm very thirsty and it's distracting me. But basically, I'm not hiding anything because this is someone I potentially want to date. So it's like he needs to know everything and he needs to know the truth. And like I don't fucking lie when it comes to relationships and stuff. But him and I are good, and we talked everything out. And he said that basically we were just gonna take everything like as the punches roll, you know. I had already mentioned in the past like about the mugshot thing, and I already know that story. That story's not coming on the internet. If you know his identity and you know the charges, but you don't know the story.
So when Rosie's mom first said that she's not comfortable with him being in the home, she was concerned he would steal something. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so he clearly stole something Because say if he got arrested for a fight, stealing wouldn't be a thought. A few things. It's not like he stole a Snickers at Walmart. That's not what that was. And it was recent. So this whole idea, like, you don't know the story, you don't know this, you don't know, girl, it's a lot of excuses and a lot of protecting a man she met 2 weeks ago. Listen, what I'm about to say is toxic, but I'm not ashamed of it. It is what it is. And to be clear, I'm single now. I was with my girlfriend for years before I even said something on this platform. You want to know one of the first things I told her? My now ex, but whatever. I told her, don't comment on shit, don't follow me on shit, don't write in chat, don't do none of that shit. And I also told her when we first started dating, I said, hey, these people online have dug into every corner of my life. Are you sure there's anything you don't want? Like, is there something you want to tell me? Are you sure? Because if it's there, they'll find it. Is that a pretty toxic thing to say? Sure, but also true. I told her, you sure? There's nothing in your background you want to tell me? Because they'll find it. She's like, no, like, I'm chill. Are you confident in that? Because one little like, they'll find you. They'll dig. Now, I will say, this is a little petty of me. Her mother is someone you can get in trouble for looking into. So there was a part of me that always thought if someone does she was my girlfriend at the time, but if someone doxes her and looks into her mother, oh, they're in for a rude awakening because her mom is this legit thing. But no one ever did, which was actually kind of cool. But I also made it clear, don't like shit, don't follow me on shit, none of that. None of it. But I also used the things that had happened to me to make sure, you sure you don't want to tell me nothing? And there was nothing there, thankfully. But the fuck? I'll be damned if this is how I find out on the internet. And then I'm sitting here doing this. You are out of your mind. Rosie is out of her fucking mind. Out of her mind. Emotional support muffin. Thank you for 1 month. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Petty Fetty, thank you so much, boo. 312's done. Wait, 312's done for the week. Oh, for the week. Yaba AM, Charlie PM score. Period. Get your lineup together, boo. Get your lineup together. Sam, she's tapping in. We all are, except you. Anyway, stop. Y'all really do need to tap in. I'm not playing. Tap in for real. Tap in for real. Cause, oh my God. And Hot Wasabi, I saw you in here. Please, because I'm actually gonna possibly edit it soon. But find the stream. I'll link it to you later, actually. Oh, Sam, I don't know if you heard about this, and thank you for the super chat. That stream she had, because Teddy Pig linked it to me because I was asking for it. The stream she had when Rosie was catfished by this dude, and it was her friend who found out because Rosie was under the impression she was actually talking to this like really successful guy, and she was going to be like a stay-at-home wife and be treated like a queen and all of these things. I believe she thought she'd be living on like a huge farm. The farm part I might have wrong, but like whoever it was a catfish and it sounded like just a big troll. But her friend found out. So they discussed it like on live stream. It was a mess, bitch. Like, you thought she was going to be a stay-at-home what? Anything for Rosie not to have to work. I'm telling you, that's all that bitch wants. That's why she wants her channel to take off so bad, because she doesn't want to work, which is crazy. Imagine being paid to roll around in your kitchen and eat thousands of calories a day. Well, whatever. Fit and Curvy, thank you, boo. Thank you for this. Thank you for the 5 gifted members, new members. Enjoy. Again, Supreme or higher, you get access to the Discord. Danny Jean, it's just like the good old days, right? Michael, you around? No, let me stop. Let me leave Michael alone. I don't need y'all bothering Michael, tagging Michael and nothing. But if Michael stepped into this chat right now, a lot of things would explode. Could you imagine? Firefox, thank you, boo. This is blast to the blast to the past. That, right? Cappuccino, now we only need a muted mic moment and we're back. Fuck you. Bella Blairine 50. I could read. Hello, my beautiful black munchkin queen. Thank you. Stop it. I'm tall. I finally caught a live. EBT. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get to everyone. Actually, there's only 2 left. Jerry, one of my longest members, by the way, Jerry, because I have to do that list every few days. One of my longest members. Thank you. I can't I can't stay because we're celebrating my 31st birthday in 23 minutes, midnight in Germany, but I'll catch the replay. Love you guys. Jerry, you're probably gone because it takes me a minute to get to the super chats. But when you see this, happy 31st, boo. Happy 31st. Can everybody in chat wish Jerry a happy 31st birthday? And everybody's in Germany. One of my longest members, viewers, supporters, just dope ass chick. Mika, she just moved back from Germany. And then I was just talking to another view. Why is everybody in Germany? What's going on up there? Let me know. Fill me in. I love that. All right, let's get back in. Mika, I will get to you, and everybody else, I appreciate y'all.
It's not your fucking business to know the story. To the haters, to the people digging around, it's not your business. And the people that support me know it's not their business either. And non-violent, of a certain nature types of crimes can have different stories and different circumstances, and
that's a lot of word salad. That's a lot of explanations. Here's my thing. Let's just say whatever's in his background with the theft was a big misunderstanding. I hear a lot of words. The more words I hear, I just hear more excuses, and chances are there's more truth to it, and she better not sit here and keep speaking because people will dig. If it ain't that big of a deal, move the fuck on. What's understood don't need to be explained. It's that simple. Shit, I wouldn't let him in my home either. And you know what I just realized? I'm in close proximity with that fucking criminal. Oh yeah, that's another thing, Jeff. Don't try me. Please don't. Try anybody else and a mama, not me. I'm gonna still talk shit about you. Don't try me. Because I actually do got pookies down here. Try somebody else. Thank you.
that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, when it comes to the comments on the Facebook post regarding the mugshot that was brought up, I did not know about that before I went live this morning. So my original demeanor in that live did not take that into context. So I'm going to explain those comments, even though it's nobody's fucking business, because the nature of the accusations are so severe. And you guys know my story and how serious I am when it comes to things like child exploitation.
Not serious enough, because she made a lot of excuses, and dared say, because something's not filed, there's no way it could be true. Bitch, fuck you. Actually, I'm gonna get to this. I don't want to go off.
And children's safety and things like that. I don't fucking play. And so when that was brought to my attention, like basically as the live ended, someone DM'd me the screenshots of the comments, because before then I was unaware. And I'm going to just summarize the comments because there's like people's real names involved, and I don't want doxing to be a thing here. And so I am just saying that all of this stuff happened a long time ago. I wasn't involved in it. This is private people's personal business. So someone wrote a false accusation against him.
I don't know if those accusations are true. Rosie doesn't know. if those accusations are true. Rosie wasn't there. I wasn't there. No one in chat was there, unless Jeff is here. She's speaking very confidently for a woman who doesn't know fuck all about this man. But go ahead, girl.
That had never met him, whose daughter had never met him, because this man was married and was trying to like get with someone he was related to. And so this person went online and was spreading lies about multiple people, including people associated with that family member. So if you read the context and like some of the responses back in those messages, that accusation is completely unfounded. There's no legal anything. I encourage anyone with any proof there's actually someone who was harmed.
So she's encouraging the same people that are that she's upset looked into him. She's now encouraging them to go dig. And what can that digging possibly lead to? That father being harassed, their child being harassed, their family being harassed. Why would she say this?
Any proof that anything occurred, any proof that they actually knew each other, to take that to the authorities and handle it through the authorities.
I'm confused. What proof? I need Rosie to define proof. What proof exactly is she looking for? What proof is there to come from CSA? Unless you are caught in the act in that moment, what proof is she looking for? It's gross that someone with her background is even saying this.
If a crime occurred, because I'm very firm in the fact that nothing happened and it was all fabricated, and this is all something that's being blown out of proportion by people that don't like me because they are desperate to create a Tommy 2.0 situation for Girl World.
I didn't understand this comment with the Tommy 2.0. Tommy's a weirdo, yes, but that whole fetish included adults. If Tommy wants to throw some fudge on a big bitch and have a slip and slide on their stomach, those are two consenting adults. They can do that. Unless I missed something, this ain't Tommy 2.0. Tommy likes to use fat as a blanket. Tommy was not accused of CSA. Those are two separate things. So what's the Tommy 2.0? This is very serious, unless I missed it.
They are desperate to find his flaws and to figure out a way to make this not work. They are desperate, and I will not let them interfere in my real life.
No, she is desperate. There's only one desperate bitch right now, and it is Rosie. It cannot be that serious. You met someone 2 weeks ago. These accusations, keep in mind, the accusation came from someone on his end. It wasn't from a viewer. A viewer found the comment and found the exchange. That's still someone connected to Jeff. And this desperate bitch who finally found someone to dick her down who wasn't catfishing her, bum or not, is up here caping for him.
I will live my life the way that I want to. I will share what I want to. And I will do what I see best for me, myself, and I, and the people that I surround myself with. I'm getting to know this person. I don't know if I'm going to get in a relationship with him. I don't know what else I may or may not find out. I don't know. But I'm not going to.
I don't know what else I may or may not find out. The fact that there's an opportunity to find out more about this man, the fact that she's just not like, I'm done. I don't know what's the truth. I was not there, but this is enough for me to say, hey, I wish you the best. I gotta go. I understand you're saying this is not true. This is fabricated, but this is too much for me. This is not something, this is not a conversation. This is not something I want around me. It's unfortunate. This is how it had to happen, but gotta go. But she's like, I don't know what I will find out in the future. The fact that there's an opportunity for you to find out more is crazy. Does she not hear herself? Mecca, thank you so much for the super chat, boo. It's not toxic. It's not toxic. It's protecting you and them. I don't think. Thank you, boo. I'm meal prepping as we watch this new train wreck. Oh, just meal prep better than her. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Balerian 50, thank you for the 5 gifted members. I appreciate you. New members, enjoy. And again, Supreme or higher, access to the Discord. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Kat, stay-at-home farm wife checking in. I'm going to find the stream and I will edit it down. It won't be for the next stream, but I got y'all because we're going to laugh together at this shit. The thing with Rosie, right? There are some differences between Rosie, Amberlynn, and Chantel. She actually does have a bit more self-awareness, but not enough to not like laugh at her, if that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense. Definitely more than them. Amber the Scallion, one of my favorite names. Okay, your name, Trauma Dumpling. I don't know if Trauma Dumpling's still around, but Trauma Dumpling is actually one of my favorite usernames from this space. Amber the Scallion, and there's a few more. But anytime I see you and Trauma Dumpling's name, I always get happy because I just love the name. But let me get to this. Y'all can tap in, but do not touch the poop. Yeah. That's why FFG and all her chins and the missing BBJ should just stay over there. I can't gatekeep. She could obviously talk about whoever she wants, but girl, before you start talking about Rosie, let us know when BBJ passed away. Oh, it's gonna still be good. Anyways, don't ruin it for us. I'm seated for all of this. Turkey neck too. Oh yeah, turkey neck will be. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you the day. The next stream is Rosie, and then the stream after that, it's turkey neck. We're gonna go through a few things. Queen Red, I obviously need to go back and rewind. I know my ears did not deceive me. He's a possible PDF, and she's saying this out loud. Woo child, yeah. So again, it's an accusation. I have to word it. Be wise with my wording. It is an accusation. It is alleged, and this is her response. Yep, this is her response. Oh hell no! Thank you so much for 4 months. She is pulling "Do Your Best," and it didn't do well for Chantel. Exactly, for Foodie. Exactly. You hear what she's encouraging? Weird ass bitch. Thank you, boo. Maddie, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Maddie, thank you for a month. Hey Charlie, I still don't have access. Maddie, can you DM me on Twitter? Because I know not everybody has Twitter. If you do not have Twitter, use the email in the description and just email me. I normally use that for other things, but I'm noticing more and more people are having trouble connecting their YouTube. Use the email in the description and email me. I'll send you the link. But I'll get you in there. I will get you in there. And you're not bugging me. You're literally paying for that. You are owed that. So you're not bugging me. Don't think like that. Kat, thank you. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. You are supreme as well, boo. Charlotte, Charlotte Tater Fluff. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I'm so glad you're back in the mix, Charlie. I'm glad to be back too. I really am. Thank you, boo. Let's get back into it.
Give up this opportunity because of people peer pressuring me on the internet.
What's the opportunity? She's getting fucked on the floor. Sorry, that just angers me. What is this opportunity that she speaks of? She's getting fucked by a bum-ass criminal in his parents' house.
To turn fabricated shit into tea time that then actually impacts real life relationships for me. I'm not going to let them steal my joy. Absolutely fucking not.
No one can steal her joy. No one can steal Rosie's joy as long as she has access to that kitchen. Getting dick is temporary joy for her, because I'm sure she's not rolling her eyes in the back of her head the way she does when she's eating pasta. No one is stealing her joy. That kitchen is stocked. She still has access to it. Please. Twin One, welcome. Welcome to the Gold Cluster Boo. And I do see you are Supreme, so you have access to the Discord.
So that's where I stand on this, and I'm not joking. If I'm wrong, if something happened, if there's anything going on that front, please report it, because then I shouldn't be associated with that person.
So she's waiting for that to happen, for a crime that is already not reported, underreported as it is. She's waiting for that to happen for her to not be associated with a man she met 2 weeks ago. Okay.
But I know the back end. I know stuff that I'm not sharing on here. So that's where I'm leaving that. That's where I stand on that, because I would not have come on to that live this morning acting like it was all a stupid joke had I known those comments were there. I want to make that very clear. I can't.
I want to focus on this before we go over the clip. Alfred, that. So you're not sure your boyfriend is a PDF or not? The fact that she cannot undeniably answer that is another reason why she should not still be dealing with him. Imagine that. Imagine being asked, hey, this person that you're dealing with, you can't confirm if they're a PDF or not. If there's a gray area there, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be fucking with them, you clown. That is crazy to me. That is so crazy to me. I'm just like, she didn't think this through whatsoever. Like, whatsoever. Vaughn, hi Charlie, my B-day was Monday, now in my 20s. Hold on, Vaughn, hold on. Happy birthday, Vaughn. I hope you enjoy your 20s. Listen, 20s are the years that you learn a lot. You're going to experience a lot and take it all in. Happy birthday to you. Can y'all send love to Vaughn in the chat, please? 20s are some of your best years. 30s, you kind of, actually, let me not give life advice, but let's just say I'm looking forward to my 40s. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm looking forward to my 40s. I hope your 20s go well and you learn a lot and you experience a lot. And thank you for being here. Happy birthday, boo. Happy birthday. Let me see. I got Tavon. Nematted, thank you for 26 months, boo. Thank you. Hey, Charlie, can you say hi to my sister who is watching in the other room? Her name is Rachel. I got you. Hi, Rachel. Welcome to the mess. I hope you are enjoying. And baby, Nematted has been part of my community actually longer than that 26 months. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you're around for just as long. I appreciate you. And I hope y'all enjoy. Nicole, why? I need to get used to her stovetop rages. Bitch. Oh, and when she in her room too. That too. Oh shit, spiteful. I haven't been able to catch a live in a while. Here's my contribution to this month's skincare, because that ish ain't cheap. I know that's right. Thank you, Spiteful. I appreciate you for real. Thank you, boo. Thank you. I already know what serum I'm gonna get too. I ain't even hold you. I know exactly what serum I'm getting. Thank you so much. That's very, very generous. Thank you. Elwell, thank you for the super chat. This bar is the bar is 6 foot under that. The bar is 6 feet under. She's going to stay with him, yes, regardless of any proof. She asked to speak to the alleged victim. Let that sink in. Francesca, thank you, boo. Thank you for 6 months. So happy to catch you live home in Italy with my Dobermans. Sending you lots of love. They request treats in the form of EBTs. Hold on. Ready, set, EB. Wait, is that horrible to do that? Actually, I take that back. I just thought about that because they're dogs. Hi, doggies. I don't know if I read that right. Let me get back into this because I really was about to be in a scandal. Hold on.
Stop thinking about the fact that, like, as this came out, one of the first things I ever saw about it was a tweet from a girl who was mad that she was single and I was, quote, booed up. And then someone responded, well, if it makes you feel any better, they're not actually together. They're just friends with benefits. And
Like, that's kind of accurate, though. Where's the lie?
she's playing it up. And again, I'm some of y'all are so pressed. Like, wow.
There is nothing as pressed as her chins to her chest. Please, even have self-awareness when saying that. But I don't see how that's a misrepresentation of what they are. They fuck. The first date was with his parents. They really don't do much, it sounds like. It is giving friends with benefits. So, okay. I don't get the gag. I really don't. Mars X, thank you for the super chat. Charlie, you have great timing. Brightening my day with your realness, serving while giving us the in-depth forecast on these hot ass messes. Wishing you so well. My first ever super chat. Much love. Mars X, thank you. Not your first super chat. I appreciate you. Hopefully I did not disappoint because I'll be reading slow. But thank you. Queen Red, Amber and Rosie love pushing them chests. I don't get it. And I want to remind y'all, I am huge. I do not like my chest in frame. That's another thing. I'm surprised she liked her chest in frame. I purposely don't put my chest in frame because I don't want people commenting on how big my titties are because I don't like them. But I don't understand that. They don't have to be in everyone's face. Like, I have chest fat. It doesn't mean like if I'm not gonna do it, but like if my chest was in frame, y'all don't understand. My boobs are huge. I just don't like them in frame. I don't want them on camera. I really don't. It's just, I don't get it. I really don't. I am DB Cooper. Thank you for 5 months. Again, Rosie with the butt crack titties. Ma'am, put those away, please. Oh, she has some words for a few of us who comment on that, by the way. We'll get to it in a moment. Thank you for 5 months, boo. Lo Nikki, thank you. Imagine being traumatized by PDF and then being traumatized by his defense hippo demanding proof. As a victim myself, that's so insensitive. That's insensitive, that's disgusting, and it truly makes her a piece of shit. She's really stepping into that Chantel light. And thank you again.
Yeah, they're absolutely doing this out of jealousy. That's so embarrassing, isn't it, though? Like, I know you're miserable because you're spending your time doing that. If you had someone you enjoyed being around, you wouldn't be spending your time doing that. As a lot of my viewers know, I wasn't streaming for 2 weeks just to prevent for the chance my niece accidentally got caught on camera, because I don't fuck around when it comes to children's safety. I don't mess around when it comes to child exploitation.
And now her mom better make sure he never meets the niece. I understand it's an accusation, but to protect that niece, yeah, we won't be having any family outings now.
So, and I'm being careful with my word choices because of YouTube, but it's just so frustrating because I also know what it's like for someone to come on the internet and completely fabricate a story about you and make up complete bull-faced lies to create a narrative to make you out to be a bad person to justify their bad actions. I know exactly what that feels like, and that is what that situation is. So
I want to repeat, the accusation is from someone that was part of Jeff's family member's life. This is not a viewer.
I'm very thirsty. So let me find my water.
Speaking of thirsty, I think it was yesterday morning. If it wasn't yesterday morning, it was the morning before. So she woke up and had pizza. I'm not judging that too much because there's been nights I've been out and crossfaded like a motherfucker. And the only thing I wanted in the morning was pizza. So I'm not going to pretend I've never had pizza for breakfast. What confused me, and I've never seen this before, and maybe it's just me, Rosie put, that really popular syrup that people put in like their coffee drinks. I don't remember the brand name, but it's very popular. I think the label's blue. She put that syrup inside of her soda. I've never seen somebody do some fat shit like that. I said, wait. You're putting that syrup that people use in their coffee, like, you know, that flavored syrup people use from that really popular brand? She put it in her soda. I've never seen that a day in my life. Oh, I think this is the name. Tarani. Hold on. Let me just look up Tarani, because as soon as I see the label, I'll recognize it. Because I recognize it by that blue label. Tarani syrup. 1 second, y'all. Yes. Oh, the blue's at the bottom. My bad. The blue's at the bottom. It's actually red and blue. Tarani. I remembered the blue part. She poured Tarani flavored syrup in her I've never seen that. It can't be that serious. Oh, is it a TikTok thing? Oh, is that what it is? It's a TikTok thing? Oh, maybe it's a TikTok thing and I wasn't aware. I've just never done that. I was just like, wow, it can't, you need it sweet that bad? But yeah, she poured it in her, I think it was diet soda. Because she goes back and forth on that, at least in my opinion, from what I've seen. But I'm pretty sure it was her diet soda. And I'm just like, that's some fat bitch shit, but okay.
I got a text message while I was talking. I didn't fabricate any stories about Zachary Michael. I discussed what I saw on Reddit. So if people were fabricating on Reddit, they were fabricating on Reddit, girl.
Oh, and people are going to be discussing that comment that was left on Facebook, and people are going to be discussing the other comments on other forums now. And for those who may not have recognized who that comment was from, my boo just Jamie, get her ass. Get her ass. See, that's the thing. Rosie forgets she has talked a lot of shit, even recently, under sock accounts. Oh, she's just going to talk about things that she sees on forums. We going to do the same. We going to do the same. Talk about things seen on social media, and it just so happens Facebook is social media. Damn. See, she doesn't think these talking points through, and that's one of the things I enjoy. I really enjoy about Rosie. And let's keep in mind, Rosie has discussed people and topics who are not even in this space. Her desperate ass is trying to get this man in this space. She likes to discuss things that are not even in this space. Again, it would be in Jeff's best interest and Rosie's that he doesn't fully get in here. He's in for a ride. But hey, it is what it is. Let me see. Tweety, thank you. She took his word knowing she hold on. She took his word knowing she has a minor niece. Yeah, she doesn't care. Rosie's one of them. That's what Rosie proved with this. She's one of them. She will believe all victims, stand behind victims, talk about her past trauma and how she's all about protecting kids. But the minute that the person who's willing to fuck her big ass gets accused of that, it's, oh, I didn't see evidence. Oh, you know what? I want to speak to the victim. Just because he's knocking the bats out of that swampy ass, pussy ass cave of hers, now you need proof. Now it's not believe all victims. Good to know. It's surprising what a little dick could do. And baby, you better hope, quite literally, something like that don't surface about him, because, oh, you in for it. RH, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to Supreme. Welcome to the Gold Cluster, boo. You have access to the Discord. Let's get back into this pick me, bitch.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you can email me. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'd have to actually watch his stream.
Oh, Rosie. I want to remind y'all, and this is a fact, Rosie has been caught on multiple sock accounts talking shit about a lot of different people. See the beauty in not having sock accounts and talking shit behind them. You should just do it with your own account. So then you can fully be yourself. See, Rosie has been caught talking about a lot of different people. That Discord of hers, chef's kiss, because she was popping her shit in that private Discord. So you may not be doing recaps, but you was talking a lot of shit behind sock accounts while claiming she doesn't want to be a part of this corner of the internet. Okay. Yeah, wait, where's Pat Ray's comment? Horrible liar. The more you watch Rosie, the more you realize she's a horrible liar.
What? In the past, I've recapped other Girl World stuff, but not ZM.
I don't believe
Yeah,
that.
I popped into.
Just Jamie, there hasn't been any new recap since I called her out. Coincidence? I think not. She knows what you were calling her out about. That bitch is a whole liar. And I won't speak on certain things, but Rosie is a liar. And I don't know what's in, thank you again, Just Jamie. I don't know what's in the Zachary Michael sauce. But when Zach doesn't want to be friends with these people, it turns them into this really bitter, hateful. Like, I don't understand. Don't get me wrong. I'm friends with Zach. I actually know what they're missing out on as far as being friends with Zach, but they don't. So what are you so bitter about? If somebody don't want to fuck with you and be close to you, keep it pushing. The way Rosie and Amber have responded to Zach not wanting to be their friend is weird. So Zach doesn't want to be your friend, so you create a troll account and start shit posting about them? Oh, okay. Don't get me wrong. I understand. I know what they're missing out on, but they've never actually been friends with Zach, so they don't. Like, stupid. Bryn Clark, thank you for 40 months, boo. How do I upgrade my membership? PS, you look good. Thank you, boo. Someone, I swear, it's something, I should know this by memory, but I know when you go to, I think, join memberships, or can someone explain it? Because I'm gonna sound stupid because I really don't know. I know it's something you click and then you select upgrade. I just don't know what it is. And I should probably know this because I'm a creator, but I don't know off top. And I'm really sorry. Thank you, boo. I'm really sorry. I think try to join memberships again and see if it gives you an option to upgrade. Try that. I feel like that might work. I think. Allie, thank you. Look at her face, pure guilt, complete guilt. Complete guilt. This is what someone looks like. Because you could tell she got caught eating cookies a lot as a child. This is what she looked like. And thank you, Allie. This is the face of someone who got caught eating too many fucking cookies as a young child. That's exactly what she looked like. But the topic is different. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Rosie.
Unfollow him because I re-downloaded Twitch. Bad guy. What day was it? I watched your stream like 2 or 3 days ago. I re-downloaded Twitch, so I went ahead and unfollowed Zach because I never unfollowed him back from when I was a viewer. So yeah, I wasn't there today. That is correct. That's the first time I think since I stopped messing around with his content. But Zachary Michael has nothing to do with this video.
Correct.
I don't want to talk about him. I said what I said and I meant what I said.
Good to know, because I say what I say and I mean it as well. Zach's the kind one, not so much me. I do not understand her issue. And it's not to say you can't criticize Zach, but her issue stems from Zach not wanting to fuck with her. That's weird. That bitch is weird. And Zach, what's in your sauce? Because I kind of want to know too. Because these bitches be tripping over Zach.
I don't even think I stuck around for 5 minutes. Was it 5 or... It had to be around 5 minutes. Because I did see him scroll through his videos and I saw he's been watching all my lives.
Okay, I would be too. You a whole fucking mess. I don't get it. Is that like a dig? Was that a gotcha? Like, oh my God, Zachary Michael, the creator who doesn't want to fuck with me, has been watching my live streams. If I'm keeping it real, I've even text Zach about some of her fucking live streams. Like, Zach, you seen this shit? The fuck? That's not the gag she thinks it is. Stupid.
But when I saw that, I just kind of went, okay, and I bounced because I was like, I didn't know if he was gonna start talking about anything that I didn't want to like be around for. So, I'm gonna get some water. I'm so thirsty. I've had a little more soda than water the past day or two. I never said I didn't write about him. I said I never did recaps. I've commented stuff, yeah.
What were the things you comment? And also, if I was her, I'd really drop the topic. I'd really drop it.
Anyway, y'all are just twisting my words.
No.
It is a mess. It's insane. This whole situation is batshit crazy. None of that, like, I'm not gonna comment on that. Like, that other course, that's not my business. That's not y'all's business. I'll find out when I find out, but that's not y'all's business.
I'll find out when again, Rosie was not listening to herself speak. The fact that she knows something may surface, or something, there's a possibility something can be proven, or she's even looking forward for something to be proven is crazy. That bitch needs help, and I'm not kidding. That bitch needs help. Some Polish chick, thank you so much for the super chat. It's the cream of wheat, wheat and Zach's sauce. It must be the cream of wheat, because help me understand. It makes no sense. Francesca, thank you, boo. Real talk, what's with the pathetic juice they be sipping? Because how are you going to defend a possible PDF? Exactly, in 720. It's so annoying because there was a few comments on Twitter about this, and thank you again, Francesca. And it's true. It's just the way there always seems to be a predator attached to these girls, and majority of the time they find a way to defend them. It's weird. That's one of the reasons I was just like, how is this happening again? There's no way we are discussing this topic again with someone completely different. It's so weird. But this is what I'm going to do because we're an hour and a half in. We're going to go on a quick break. I'll be right back.
Look like a giant baby.
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake. Fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're thinking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake. Fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
Okay. I got caught up in a mute. It's okay. This one's actually shorter. That's why I want to work on it. So that's why I have to expand it a bit. So if you guys have any clips, funny clips, moving clips that you want me to include, that's just a taste of what I got. I need to find one. I literally had it timestamped, but I don't remember where I put the damn timestamp of Rosie dancing. And I wanted to include that. And then of course I'm gonna include French fried turkey neck as well, even though she's not on camera like that, but I'm gonna try to incorporate that in some way because I want all my train wrecks part of the break, not just Chantel. I want all of them. You know, I'm building like a full stable. Yes. A full size farm. You saw that, right? And I just, mind you, Ain't No Sweets Jesus kept saying it. And cappuccino, you too. And I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna mute. I'm a professional now. I'm a professional. Definitely didn't happen. He modded, not a new break. The day your sister joins. In my defense, it was shorter. So, you know, it wasn't too bad, at least, right? It wasn't too bad. But listen, again, if you guys have any clip suggestions or anything like that, please feel free to bring it by way, or you can DM me if you're in Discord, just tag me. But I will say this, Nimadid, the fact that you're reminding me that your sister's here, I gotta do it right. One moment.
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're taking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end.
I probably lost half my memberships doing that twice. Oh my God. I really do love us. I really do. Guys, it wasn't that bad. It's just a nice little, Nice little icebreaker, a little bonding moment, so then we could get back into this pick me. More than ever, we needed that break today. Come on. Come on. Not Lindsay saying, not Lindsay saying round 3, we are now weak. Okay. Okay, stop. Everybody, cut it out. Oh, I'm really gonna fucking start crying. Collect yourselves, everyone. Collect yourself. One dense cabbage. Thank you so much for 1 month. Thank you, boo. New break clips are crazy. I'm telling you, I want to make it longer. I really want to make it longer. There's some other clips I was looking for, but I want it to be all of the girls, all of them. We gonna make an event out of it. Watch. Ain't no sneezes, Jesus. That was a hate crime. Where's Al Sharpton? Listen, he's busy. He's busy. And this is bonding. We cannot change this and try to categorize it as anything other than bonding. Do you see the opinions and I don't see a lot of laughter, but I saw some laughter. You see the emotions, the emojis, the different expressions. That's what bonding brings out of people. Thank you. And thank you, boo. Thank you for the super chat. Paw Patrol, we all need a ZM in our lives. That part. That's probably what they really mad about. Imagine being that bitter though. The fuck? So crazy. If they played it cool, who's to say what kind of friendship could have developed in the future? But you being so loud and fucking bitter and talking shit behind sock accounts? Damn. Tatum, thank you, boo. Hey, pretty lady, just got home from summer training for these damn students. Come back Monday. Wow. I hope you were relaxed. Cool off, boo. Glad I'm catching it live. Love you, boo. Thank you, boo. And please relax. I could never. And I love children, but that takes a different level of patience. I don't have. I would just walk off. Don't do that, of course, but thank you. Thank you so much, boo. I wish this took money. This took money from me. So crazy. It doesn't technically take money, but it does take viewership because my viewership always drops when I go on break, which is crazy because you would think people want to be more involved in bonding. Who doesn't want to bond? Like, look at the state of the country. We should come together. That's what I'm doing here. Sounds like a you problem. You lied to me, knee sniffer. I love you too. God damn. You know what? Y'all gonna stop. Oh, somebody actually, that's a good drag too. Somebody DM that to FFG since you're over there struggling. Tell her, hey, next time call Charlie a knee sniffer. It's way better than fucking, what did she call me? Chuckle fuck? Somebody DM her. Tell her to call me knee sniffer because chuckle fuck ain't gonna do it. Thank you, boo. Sugar trauma bonding with Charlie. I saw the bonding part and got excited. It's just bonding. Thank you. Let's get back into it.
Again, I protect children, so I'm not going to discuss the matters involving children. And at this point, I'm ready to move on. So the chat can move on with me, or we can time out for the day, because I'm done. I've said what I said. People need to get a life. I'm sorry you have to deal with this, Rosie. I wish the very best for you. You deserve it. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, people are just meddling, and I'm, like I said, I'm just getting to know this person. And
caping mighty hard.
Yeah. Again, I know stuff y'all are never gonna know, and that's that on that. Everyone has a story in their own shit. Nobody is perfect. How about we give some grace for things we know absolutely nothing about? Yep.
Yeah, I don't give grace for people who have those type of accusations. The most grace I will give you is me just not being a part of your life. I guess that's grace. But outside of that, no. And I damn sure I'm not going to give grace to someone who says the things that she has said. defending some weird ass, disgusting ass shit like that. No, no grace. Not at all. Hannah, thank you so much for the super chat. Two breaks back to back. Charlie, tomorrow you will wake up double your cup size and 2 feet shorter. So, Hannah, you're saying you hate me. See, it's comments like that, Hannah, where I'm going to make it my business to work hard and create multiple break clips. Because when y'all come at me like this, I could just cut to a different break. Watch. I'm telling you, y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn to love these breaks. Some Polish chick united against breaks across the political aisle. What brings this community together is hating my break. Could y'all imagine that's what truly brings everyone together? Just united against Charlie's breaks. Thank you so much, Poltergeisha. Thank you. I'm on podcast mode while I run errands, and I love that song. Take as many traumatizing breaks as you want, beautiful. Thank you. Although I do want you to run it back so you can see the clips I did put together. It's short, but I would love for you to, experiencing it with everybody else. But I still thank you, even on podcast mode. I appreciate you, boo. See, that's the spirit. See, positivity.
Because I'm not joking. If I was lied to, which I don't think I was, but if I was,
I don't think I was. If I was lied to, I don't think I was. I want to remind y'all, we are talking about CSA. We are not talking about, a car accident. We're not talking about a fight at a bar. We are talking about CSA.
and there was a real victim in a real crime, then there needs to be a real police report and a real arrest warrant.
So what Rosie's saying, it's only valid and it's only true if there's a report. Interesting. Only if it's reported? That's one of that just that coming out of her mouth. That's what makes it real. Interesting. Good to know.
That's what I'm sticking to for that. So, or I would just like to speak to the person.
And in this moment, I won't repeat what I was thinking because it would get me terminated off the platform. But it was in this moment that I knew I wanted to play Minecraft. I'm not going to elaborate on that. But she would like to speak to the alleged victim. Okay. Saying nothing was a choice. That was an option. Rosie could have gone with that. I'm literally just playing her words.
And get some confirmation that I was lied to. Honestly, that would be enough for me.
I mean, what would she like? Would she like the victim to give a play-by-play, give dates? Saying that she would like this alleged victim to talk about their potential trauma with her. Like, what is it that she's looking for? She's looking for details, locations, time and dates, text messages. What is it that Rosie is fucking looking for? She sounds so dumb. And I'm not kidding. I know I haven't been watching Rosie that long, but I did not expect this type of response from her. Yes, she's problematic. Yes, she's alive. She's a lot of dumbass shit. I actually didn't think this was Rosie. I think that's one of the reasons I was even more upset, because it's just like, this is you too? It's so weird. Not moving on. We are coming for your knees. Thank you so much for the super chat, boo. Blarian 50, egregious. That. Thank you. And thank you for 5 months. These words are coming out of her mouth. Britt, thank you for 4 months. All I need to hear is an accusation and I'm out. She is desperate. See how simple that is? Again, Rosie met him 2 weeks ago. Secret Squirrel, thank you, boo. Thank you for the 10 gifted to the new members. Enjoy. Again, if you're Supreme or higher, you have access to the Discord. Thank you so much, boo. I'm like, I know I did listen to it in real time. I did edit this back, but even hearing it again, it's just like, really? Jordy City of Thieves, thank you, boo. Just stopping by to say hi, pretty lady. Hi, boo. It's one of them streams, but I promise y'all tomorrow it'll be lighter. It'll be lighter. We're watching her do makeup. And again, hopefully this dude does not come in this space. Hopefully. And thank you, boo, for 1 month. I appreciate you. It's a lot. Lindsay, dickmatized. Sorry. I think I'm working myself up too much. She's dickmatized, Charlie. We can't help her now. That, and I know you meant can't, but yeah. Nah. She's gonna follow this through. She's gonna follow this through to prove strangers on the internet wrong over an accusation like that. Thank you, Lindsay. Lo Nikki, we should have a meet and greet and invite both of them to play Minecraft with our dainty little community. That ugh. I actually do need to look at his picture one more time, just in case I'm out at the mall and I see his little bum ass. Well, no, he'd be with his mom, so yeah, that's a good lookout too. Bum ass little bitch. Again, Jeff, don't come around here. You don't want to do that. And I pop my shit. Don't come around here.
Because, yeah, I don't play with that shit.
Oh, this comment. Shenanigans wrote, in quotes, "Can you clear up the accusations for me so I can ride this dick without guilt?" That. I had to highlight that. And he said whatever. It doesn't matter what he said to her. She was going to believe it. She just wanted a hint of denial, and that was okay with her. That was okay with her. That's all she wanted. That's all she needed.
I mean, you can't control what I say, Jamie. It's all over Reddit. I'm not the only one who thinks it. I know you're a super fan, and you can be mad about my opinion, but that's my opinion. Yeah, anyway, I would really like to move on. Because as I stated, if I had a conversation and there was proof something actually, like a girl is saying that happened to her, that's an entirely different thing, but that's not what the situation is. So...
I don't mean to shift and like bring the mood further down. When it happened to me as a child, I wasn't really speaking up for myself. It was adults in my personal life that spoke up for me. So in no scenario would I have been speaking to someone like Rosie. It was the adults that spoke for me because I was a child. There would be no scenario where I'd be speaking to the spouse of the person who violated me for an explanation because you want to stay with that person so bad. So this doesn't make sense either way. It would be the parent to speak up for the victim. God, she's annoying. She's so fucking annoying. Anyways. Alfred, thank you, boo. Believing the victim, worst thing you missed out on was dick. Believing the accused, the best situation is you're someone who adds to why it's hard for victims to get their truth out. I'm gonna read that again. Believing the victim, worst thing you missed out on some dick. Believing the accused, the best situation is you're someone who adds to why it's so hard for victims to get their truth out. Does Rosie have a list of questions she wants to ask this victim? Like, she doesn't think. She's not thinking. But I'd rather people show this side of them than not, unfortunately. Francesca, thank you, boo. It's giving Chantel dropping charges to sleep with the can opener. And I wonder how desperate, yes, and I wonder how desperate one must be, to suspend any kind of morals like that. Because this is definitely something Chantel would do. And for those who have been around for a while, I don't know if you remember. And there's times I look for this clip, but then I stop myself because I'm like, I don't want to throw up. If y'all remember back when Chantel was living in the villa, it was one of her rage streams where she was going off about Natter. She was in the living room. She was on the couch. I remember where she was seated. And she went on to tell a story about how Natter was inappropriate in close proximity to someone's child. She didn't say Natter was inappropriate to the child. She pretty much framed it as like the child was an earshot and he didn't care how inappropriate he was next to a child. And I think she was phrasing it as like the ex's child or niece or family member. Either way, that child was related to someone he was dealing with, and the child was an earshot. I don't know if y'all remember that. And she walks that back so quickly. And I was just like, is no one discussing what she said? And again, she's not saying Natter did anything to the child. She said Natter didn't care how close the child was to him while he was doing something. And I was just like, the fuck? And you're chasing this man? I don't know if y'all remember that, but it was when she was in the villa and she was sitting on the couch when she said it. Rosie wants a full musical play-by-play. Gross cow. Yeah. It's so fucking pathetic. It's so pathetic. Let me get back into this. And thank you, boo.
My days was great. I had a great day. Like, outside of the internet, my life was fantastic. Okay. If you feel that's necessary, I understand. Best of luck to you.
I'm going to read this. And the reason I'm reading this is because it's very common. Very common. Beach bum. My two sisters and I were molested by a deacon at church, ages 3 to 8, depending on which one of us it was. We thought we were the only ones until we were in our 40s and 50s and were talking one day. Very, very common. These things go unreported so often. There are victims who sit in silence for decades. And Rosie knows this. And she chooses for that to be her response. Beach bum, I just want to say, I'm sorry. I'm grateful you're here. And can we show Beach bum some love, please, in the chat? I'd really appreciate it. And you made it, boo. You made it.
I love the people who never said anything in the chat, and then all of a sudden they're going to continue talking in the chat, right? Yeah, because I'm kind of like low-key exploding in girl world spaces, which is not fun nor fresh for me, dog. I'm not looking forward to it.
Even though she stepped into the space looking for attention, but go off, whatever. Stupid bitch.
There's the surgeons, and now that I have like a guy in my life, it's really piquing people's interest. So here we go. Let's see. Oh, speaking of, I got permission to do something. I'll be right back. So I'm turning this bullshit situation on its head to be a positive. So because this happened, I'm just.
So I just want to explain what you're about to see. She was attempting to play a clip of them doing karaoke, but I guess it didn't upload. But the bullshit situation she's talking about is CSA accusations. Go ahead, Rosie.
Calling him Jeff now, and I have something I want to play for y'all. Copyright might get me, but I don't care. So I'll be right back. That was from the first time. Oh no! It hasn't sunk yet. I might have to wait for the next live. Damn. Because I'm live on my phone, and I recorded it on my phone. I'm not showing his face yet, but I was going to show you guys.
And I fully believe that, ain't no smears Jesus. Rosie talking to the girl would simply be her trying to manipulate the situation. Are you sure he touched you there? He was just playing and made a mistake. All men do it. Scum. That. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh.
He's saying, I think the one I wanted to show was Smooth. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you guys' hopes up. Damn, that sucks. But it will happen, so. I'm gonna need to focus on stuff like in real life, so we haven't scheduled the next hangout yet, but we talked in, we're hoping to see each other sooner rather than later.
And that's all she cares about. Spending as much time with him, having as much sex as possible, getting attention, and being able to go back home to that dirty ass house to brag to strangers online about it.
But I saw him on Friday. I came home Saturday, and then is today Monday? What day is it? I really was on my phone here and there, but I
Now, Valentina did mention this when we were watching it in real time, but I want to echo it. Most people who work tend to have, keep better track of days. So I expect nothing less for someone like Rosie, who's a little confused on what day it is, since they all look the same. Wake up, sweaty, dirty, go into the kitchen, eat, talk online for hours, go lay down in your dirty ass room, get up, get in the pool, eat a lot more, and just talk. So yeah, the days probably all look the same, for an unemployed bum like this bitch.
is today Monday Eastern time, or is it Sundays? What day is it? I love how the haters are probably watching and seeing you unbothered. LOL. Yeah, because I'm not gonna let them affect me.
Strangers online shouldn't affect her. It's those accusations with someone she's sleeping with that should have an impact. The fact that it doesn't, it's not the flex she thinks it is.
Because we've only known each other in person for about like a week and a half. That's why ballpark. I'm not even gonna broach a topic with him again and to see where he's at until we've known each other for like minimum a month, maybe 2. I don't date easy. I don't.
That's a lie. Because if this man asked her to be exclusive, completely exclusive tonight, her answer would be yes. The fact that she's timing out when she'll approach the topic again, please. At this point, she's probably going to ask him to be exclusive.
Let someone be my boyfriend right away. Like as much as I like this guy, I don't know if he's going to be my boyfriend and if that's what I actually want. Because
the fact that it's still a possibility, crazy.
Again, there's stuff that I'm not sharing with the internet, and so I have my checks and balances of things that I want. And
real quick, Kim Curls, I'm not sure. I want to make sure I read your comment. Charlie, has she given him money? If so, how much? I don't know. I personally haven't seen a clip where she discussed that, but I don't doubt for a second, if it hasn't happened yet, it will. Oh, it will. Please. We know this type. We've seen it for years.
And certain things that I will and won't compromise on. And I have a really good feeling about this guy. But exactly, Rosie has standards, y'all. I really do. And a lot of people.
What are the standards? After everything we just watched her say, what are these standards? The people in her chat sometimes confuse me because it's like, are you listening to the same person? She has no standards.
People watching me right now don't think that I deserve to hold a standard to myself because they won't hold themselves to a similar standard because they're so desperate to be picked and desperate for a man.
I don't think you need me to say anything. I don't think you need me to add anything to that very delusional comment. I want to repeat, I believe she has more self-awareness than Chantel and Amber. Just not enough. Not enough, unfortunately. Going in the dark, women like her and Chantel do not deserve kids, a good life, good health, all bad karma to them, especially when they don't believe a child essay. Rose is another one. That body, that life she's living in, hey, I'm happy for her. And thank you, Boo. Thank you for the super chat.
Like, it's a common thing among a lot of certain types of people. And
oh, Twin One, you're probably late to the stream. No shade, that's fine. Twin One, listen to me. Your comment asked, has she been seeing this guy long? Twin One, she met him 2 weeks ago after fucking the dude's brother and her boyfriend. She met the dude 2 weeks ago.
Man or woman.
Wait, did I say that right? She fucked his sister and her boyfriend. I feel like I said that wrong, but you get my point.
I should even say, depending on sexuality and blah blah blah. But my point being, I'm having a fantastic time, and this is the first real thing I've had since I ended a relationship 4 years ago. So I'm enjoying it. That's that. Ain't nothing stopping me.
We can tell.
It's fatphobic to think that of all bigger people, like, all desperate to be picked. Yeah, I agree. But I think there are people.
No, what's sad is she's actually fitting the stereotypes that are out there about morbidly obese people. That's the unfortunate thing, especially when it comes to Rosie and Chantel. They fit so many of those stereotypes that are already out there. Those stereotypes where other morbidly obese people, like for example, myself, try to show people like that doesn't fit everyone. There are a lot of morbidly obese people who try to have fulfilling lives, who know how to keep a job, who knows how to keep a clean home, who knows how to have healthy relationships. Our relationship with food may not be healthy, but we have healthy relationships with people in our lives. We like to take care of ourselves. Hygiene is great. Chantel and Rosie fit so many of those stereotypes, even down to being so fucking desperate. Let me get to this. Sloan, thank you, Boo. Thank you for the super chat. Just got here. Did I miss my favorite part? Chantel dancing. Yes, and I played it twice. If you run it back about 45 minutes, there's a bit of a surprise for you. But thank you for being here, Boo. There's a bit of a surprise.
Desperate to be picked who aren't fat. That, just to be clear, I wasn't saying that, but I know what talking point you're talking about. There's a lot more to think about than just liking someone. Exactly. Time will allow me to see in action who he is. So, yeah. So, okay, let me talk about when I told him. So, he was out of the house when I found out. So I had to sit there and I just like very slowly breathed and kept calm. And I was like, okay, all right. So he comes back and I go, hey, so something else has happened. And he's like,
before we get into this pure manipulation, I just want to answer this, Sweary. Can I cuss about this in the Discord? Baby, have you not seen me speak? Absolutely, you can curse. I be cursing, threatening, and everything. That's the only platform I can do it safely. So knock yourself out. Drag this bitch. And thank you. Thank you, Boo.
like he was literally just like, oh boy, what, like what's up? Like he wasn't like mad or like defensive or like acting weird. He was just like, oh boy, what's up? And I go, and he said something, I don't remember what, and I was like, unfortunately, like, no, like, I think it was like, unfortunately, no, it's not funny, or something. Oh, again, I'm paraphrasing. So I hand him my phone with the screenshots. He starts reading it, and he gets like a part of the way through, and he goes, yeah, and he instantly tells me that it was like who he is, what happened, like why the lie was said, that it was a complete fabrication. He's never met this man, he's never met this person, so like they've never interacted. It was a complete fabrication.
I just want to focus on Plague's comment right here. Bitch, of course he would deny it. This dumb bitch. What was he going to say? Yeah, it's all true. Exactly. Exactly. And the sad part is there's probably a lot more to come out about Jeff, just based on the people who are around him as well, and the things surfacing about them. Imagine just being a family and a group of friends of just disgusting shit. And this is, I'll say as much as this. The CSA allegations don't stop at Jeff. Not just Jeff. Just so we're clear. Not Rosie. I'm referring to people in Jeff's life. That's too many. One is too many. The fact that there's more than one within people, not only with you, but other people in your life. Yep, that's enough. That's more than enough. Again, more than one CSA allegation with those group of people.
And it was done for nefarious reasons that had nothing to do with him. It was just someone else lashing out at a different person and people surrounding that person because of messy drama. It has nothing to do with me or him. So yeah, he was very calm and he didn't get mad. He didn't get defensive. He just explained himself. And I was like, okay. Unless I'm shown otherwise, I believe you. Because
what is she looking to be shown? That's where I'm confused. What is she looking to be shown?
I read the comments. They were confusing. That whole exchange was bizarre. The entire thing didn't make sense. And when I read it, I was like, I don't think this is real. Like, that's why I wanted to have an explanation. And so, anyway, I went, you know, and then we sat, and he kind of sat on it, and then he started like getting frustrated, which like I thought was really valid, because he was just kind of like he's tried to get that taken down, because again, nothing was ever like nothing ever came of it. And so when he ended up starting to,
I want to read Sugar's comment. Charlie, if Jeff didn't know about the guy who defended his daughter about the CSA, then why is Jeff's mom going heavy against the man that supposedly he doesn't know? It's almost as if Rosie don't know these people. And there's a great chance that Jeff is lying. Great question, by the way. Great question, Sugar. It's almost as if there's a lie, probably several. But Rosie's going to do what Rosie want to do. Rosie is not going to allow strangers online to dictate what she does. She's going to do what she wants. And what she wants is Jeff.
feel like more frustrated about it, he just very calmly stood up and walked out of the room. And like I think he went outside for a second, and he came back within like 5 to 10 minutes, and he was totally fine. Like he just was like, sorry, I just needed a minute to like take a breath. And I was like, I totally get it, like this is a lot. And then we talked, and he was just like, yeah, we're cool. And I was like, yeah, we're back, we're on the same wavelength we already were on. I just don't like having to go through this publicly. It's obnoxious. So hopefully, after today, I won't be broaching these topics again. That's kind of my goal.
Rosie can avoid whatever comments she wants. She could talk about whatever she wants. But I want to repeat, if Jeff actually steps onto this platform and is a part of her content, Rosie's going to really figure out what it's like to lean into some shit like that. Rosie better buckle the fuck in if she actually brings Jeff onto her platform. Again, it's her choice. She's grown. But Rosie, good luck, bitch. Good luck.
Here, so it's like if someone was cheating, if there's not physical proof, you can't just sit there and accuse.
We are not about to sit here and compare CSA to fucking cheating. You were out of your mind. We are not comparing cheating to CSA.
You push someone away, yeah. I appreciate your concern, but I think I'm okay. And again, there's stuff I'm not saying because it's just not your guys' business. And I like full respect when I say that. It's just not your business. All of this was judged up with malicious intent. All of this was judged up against everybody's will. All of this was brought to light by very malicious people who have done multiple things to attack me and to infiltrate my community and to just in general mess with me in my life. And it's pathetic. I'm just saying that keep your mind open to the possibility that some things might be right, even if you don't agree with the way that it was brought forward. That's valid. If I'm given hard evidence that's not speculatory, that's a different conversation than what I'm having today.
I want Rosie to define hard evidence. Is she looking for a semen sample? And I don't mean to get that explicit, but this is just where we're at. What the fuck is she talking about? Mecca, thank you for the super chat. The fact that she's believing and defending him without knowing him is crazy. The dick can't be that good. This is giving Chantel relationship 2.0. This is literally something Chantel not only has done, but would do again.
And that's where I stand. Truly. Like, again, no bullshit. That's where I stand. It did not feel manipulative at all. I get what you're saying.
I want to echo this point that a viewer had. It's called manipulation for a reason. It's not supposed to feel like manipulation. That's the whole point. So this whole, it didn't feel manipulation. No shit, it's manipulation. That's the point.
He sat and explained everything to me first. And it was like one of those things where we had just like kind of talked through everything. And then he was like sitting there and then he just kind of getting like a little more like stressed about it because that's a very stressful thing to be accused of. And then he just went out and took a beat. Honestly, I haven't talked to her about a lot of these newest developments because I was over at his place. My mom and I don't talk every single day. Sometimes we talk more than others, but, I'm gonna tell her stuff I won't tell the internet, so. I'm done.
Now, this is from the other day. This was 2 days prior to the stream we're currently watching. And I just wanted to play this clip just to add on to the fact that, yeah, Jeff is never getting in that house because her mom's not even open to the conversation based off of his mugshot from like the theft or whatever it is that he did that involves stealing. So adding CSA accusations, yeah, Jeff's not getting in that house.
Does your mom feel comfortable enough yet to let him into y'all's house? When I talked to my mom about that, she basically made it clear that conversation is not going to be reevaluated for a hot minute. So
shout out to Rosie's mom. Shout out to Rosie's mom for that.
I respect that. I'll bring it up to her once time has passed. You know. And I'm just gonna go from there, because she could be watching right now. I don't know. I've been seeing some different things because people are just ripping this apart, and it's just like it's just a lot. Just crazy, man.
And it's not going to get any better anytime soon, especially if Jeff brings his ass onto her platform. Again, Rosie can control her reaction and how she responds to things. That was her choice. Elwell, thank you for the super chat. She really thinks the haters care about her sex life, that they'd make up some shit. That you're not that important, Rosie. No, Rosie thinks she's that important. People would go that far. Keep in mind, that accusation comes from someone not in this space at all. Thank you, Elwell. Angela, thank you. Thank you. She had a live stream today with him. No. That live stream was not with him. That was with someone else. That's from a creator from this space. Convo with Bad Guy. I swear I saw it, but I'm teacher tired. No, Angela, that's not him. That's not Jeff. That's a creator from this space. I think he took a long break off the internet. That's a creator named Drag. I think he goes by something different now. That's not him. That's not the guy. I don't want y'all to miss what he looks like. That's not him at all. I know who that guy is. That was on her stream. Danny, thank you. It's the woman who stand by the abusers for me. That to know that Rosie would be that person. Hey, a while ago, Rosie asked for our attention. It's a hell of a time to get it. And she has it. And when I tell y'all the amount of people I see tapping in, it's going to be an interesting ride for her. Very, very interesting. I want to thank y'all for spending this time with me. We made it. I will be back tomorrow with the Get Ready With Me. I actually have to change the title and everything, because now I'm going to be a little more disrespectful with my titles, because that bitch getting on my nerves. But we will be back with the Get Ready With Me that she was doing to go on the first date with Jeff. That also included his parents. And when you add the fact that she fucked Jeff's sister and her boyfriend, and then you're going on the first date with his parents, there's a lot going on in that house that I'm not sure if I want the answers to. I'm not going to hold you. I don't know if I really want the answers. I'm going to stop actually asking certain questions. That's what I need to do. Yeah. Thank you so much for the time. We'll be back tomorrow. Keep your notifications on. If you enjoyed anything about this stream, even though it was tough, please consider leaving a like. And when the stream ends, please consider leaving a comment down below. It does help with supporting of this channel and the algorithm. Later, guys.
Hi, guys.
I'm looking like a Macy's manager. Gay Village is where?
Downtown, Beauty.
Can we go to a gay bar? Can you, whenever you go down next time, can you put this in the big fridge for me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, everybody.
Whole story. Here's for you, Dee Dee. Oh my God. Goodbye.